46 with TVP on 8/23/85.
Very well. We are here.
Welcome. We're delighted that you've come again. Do you have something interesting for us this afternoon?
We feel that it is all interesting. And yes, we do. If you'll give us a moment while we adjust some energy on this level.
Thank you very much.
Very good. We are going to proceed with the concept of time and how the concept of time works with instantaneous thoughts. We are going to be proceeding along the lines of the concept of time being much as a hologram, a total picture, a concept that can be tied into what you refer to as the collective unconscious. We are going to proceed by talking about the concept of all events taking place simultaneously. This is not a concept that is foreign to some scientists, for as you are aware, there are certain elements that do occur in the universe simultaneously faster than the speed of light. Einstein studied many of these concepts.
The Gödel equation and so forth.
That we are referring to
the spinning of the universe
is the concept of knowledge between two particles, of two particles that need to react in a certain way given information or given a specific action occurring to the first particle. For instance, a first particle number 1, may be spinning in an upward direction, and particle 2, which is further away from particle 1 than the speed of light, will instantaneously spin in the opposite direction. This is the same concept that we are bringing to you in the concept of the collective unconscious, of that instantaneous knowing of what is going on at the same time, and knowing that is faster
all of man's
than the speed
advancements
of
have
light.
been because of channeling.
This is not a concept of saying that thoughts are faster than the speed of light, but that the concept itself does occur more rapidly than anything that is known to man at this point in time.
The speed of thought is
because of the way this concept operates, it gives the answers for other things outside of the world of chemistry. It gives answers for instantaneous thoughts and instantaneous knowing. And for time, there is no place for time on this particular plane. The concept of instantaneous happenings can be seen to do away with the lateral concept of time because it can go in any direction. Are you with us?
I'm trying my best. Yes, I think I'm following that. I'm projecting ahead a little bit to what that means in terms of the collective unconscious. But let me just hold back on that and let you speak to us some more.
Okay, if we are beginning to look at the concept then of time and instantaneous happenings, then we can look to see that some of the concepts that have arisen both from chemistry and physics would follow along with the same type of imaging of thought forms occurring at the same time and all being out there at the same time. There is a theory, of course, that as thought forms gather energy, then they ultimately take their place into the collective unconscious, but they do not until a number of people have given a specific thought. It is actually the reverse. The thought forms are all out out here, individuals on your plane give words to the thought forms that are here, and as a number of individuals give specific words to the thought forms, then it becomes stronger and is picked up more readily by other individuals who happen to tune in onto the same thought form. But the thought forms are always here. It just takes a certain amount of energy and time being spent on the airplane to develop the channel in order to tap into them.
When you say that the thought forms are here, do you
intrinsic
mean
data
they are
fields.
not necessarily in physical reality?
This is correct. They are on this plane in some symbolic or some type of energy. They may not be in your reality
intrinsic
simply
rattles.
because not enough individuals have put the energy out to tap into them. There is always at some point one or two individuals who do have the thought, but they have not done anything with it, and therefore it still maintains its status quo on this level.
So that this concept then does is the
100 funky fairy.
phenomena behind universal myths. Myths is the right word because some of them might be accurate, I guess, but the stories of the deluge and stories of creation and stories of dragons, all which seem to be appear in all with all of mankind in one form or another. One thing I wondered about these what seem like universal stories or legends are whether they could conceivably be actual memories of events on Earth, or whether or what is the derivation of these the content of the collective unconscious.
The collective unconscious, of course, holds everything that has been thought and has yet to be thought is all in the collective unconscious. Many of the things of which you speak are actually events. The other concept that must be included in the collective unconscious is the area of the dream world, which is just as real as what you are considering your reality at this point in time. And so the collective unconscious has within it much of the dream world of humans, as well as the thoughts and past memories and other realities. It is all there, and none is either more or less real than something else.
In this connection, I'm not sure I understand what makes up the dream world and how it differs from our memories of that might reside in the collective unconscious.
Your dream world takes place within the collective unconscious. Much of your dream world is a state where you are traveling without the confines of your physical body, and thus you meet other energies on the plane that you are referring to as collective unconscious. When your energy meets another energy on this plane, as in the dream world, then often the action that takes place when it is remembered in your waking state, your waking mind puts together images and characteristics as the waking mind knows it. They may not necessarily be pictures or images that are totally accurate with what took place, but your waking mind has only pictures and sensations to characterize what went on. Let us see if we can give you an example. For instance, if you meet an energy on this particular plane that is in the collective unconscious, you may remember the energy as being very, very strong, in fact, even pushy. We say that because the energy may be a whirlwind of energy and it may react against you in a very pushy way. However, when you get back to recall the dream or the undertaking, whatever went on with that particular individual on this plane, what you're going to translate it would be an individual who is aggressive, or you would translate it as being in a storm of some type with the winds and rains pushing against you. The point is the mind will create pictures to interpret that which you are sensing in your unconscious and give you the pictures to bring back so you have some grasp of what went on. By the same token, when you are in your dream state or in your out-of-body state, as you are aware, the things that you see around you are not necessarily the way they are when you are within the body. The body pays much more attention to detail than does the unconscious, which is more in tune with non-physical matters.
Yes, I understand that now. And so that both these kinds of images and as well as the images of memories of real events go into.
What's the difference between non-physical and physical
correct.
matter then?
Everything that is out there is
It's just the way you're looking
that
at
has
it.
been thought or is to be thought or be
It's
created
magnetic moment.
is in the collective unconscious. And there still are concepts that have yet
People
to
that
be
get
tapped, but there are humans on your planet at this point in time
crispy
working, and when the
TVs.
energy reaches the certain magnitude which it needs to be, the concepts will dawn on all of them all at once.
What is the source of those concepts?
The concepts are those that have been here, that are, as we would say, instead of collective unconscious, we would prefer to call them just universal knowledge, ultimate truths that are to be discovered, and because of the time limitations on your planet, the time has not been right for some of these truths to take place. For one reason, because they would not be accepted. The time is coming now because of past history over thousands and thousands of years of what people believe, that some of the ultimate truths are beginning to have enough energy that they will be brought forth down to the earth's plane. Some of the truths have to do with the being and the consciousness of the soul, and with the concept of exactly what the mind can do. As we have said, there are virtually no limits to the mind, and this is repeated over and over. But this, as an ultimate truth, will be taken to the extreme when individuals actually begin to experience for themselves the boundless limits of their own consciousness.
Now, what is the relationship between either the collective unconscious or the other alternative ways of stating that, and the concept of the universal mind, which I take to be the source or the creator of the fireball, or
Well, this is what you're looking at. The universal mind is in our way or our particular language or method of communicating. We are referring to the universal mind as the ultimate truth, that which is true and good. We separate it out by saying the ultimate truth so that there would not be confusion as between the words collective unconscious and universal mind, or we are looking for a word we are looking for a word that has been used, that yes, or morphogenic fields. We see the term the morphogenic fields
That
and
I've
the
been
collective
saying
unconscious
and teaching people about.
other concept, the